What if the life you're dreaming of isn't waiting for you out there somewhere, but is already a reflection of who you are inside? Think about that for a moment. The struggles you face, the people you attract, the opportunities you seem to miss or catch. What if all of it starts from within you? This isn't about luck or chance. It's about something deeper, something powerful, something you can change right now. Because the truth is this: you attract what you are, not what you want. Your outside world is not some random collection of events or people. It is a mirror, perfectly reflecting the energy, the beliefs, and the identity you carry inside you. When you begin to understand this, a door opens. You realize that if you want a different life, if you want success, love, respect, peace, you must become that life. Not just wish for it, become it. Many spend their time chasing desires, hoping that wanting something hard enough will pull it closer. But want alone is empty. It's like reaching out to catch a shadow. It leaves you exhausted and frustrated. Why? Because desire without transformation is a dead end. You cannot attract courage if you live in fear. You cannot attract respect if you doubt your worth. You cannot attract abundance if you feel scarcity in your heart. This is not a cruel truth, but a freeing one. It means that everything you long for is already inside you, waiting to be awakened. It means your power to change your life is within your hands, not somewhere outside, beyond your control. Right now, take a moment to look inward. How do you really see yourself? Are your thoughts filled with self-doubt or confidence? Do your actions reflect the person you want to become, or are they stuck in old patterns? The answers to these questions matter more than any external effort, because who you are at your core shapes the experiences and people you attract like a magnet. This is why upgrading yourself is the most vital, urgent work you can do. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Imagine the feeling of waking up one day and realizing your world has changed. Not because circumstances shifted magically, but because you did. Imagine attracting opportunities, relationships, and joy that match the strength, clarity, and purpose you've cultivated inside. This is not a fantasy. It is a real possibility waiting for you, and it starts with a choice to stop waiting for life to change and instead to change who you are, to commit to becoming the person worthy of your dreams. If you stay with this message until the end, you will uncover how to begin this transformation. You will discover simple, powerful steps to upgrade your mindset, energy, and habits, and you will feel the surge of hope and courage to take action immediately. Because when you become the person you want to attract, your life will follow. This is your moment. Your reflection is waiting. Will you step up and become who you truly are? The forces that shape what you attract are not random. They move silently beneath the surface of your awareness, pulling strings you may never have noticed until now. Your mind, your emotions, your very energy vibrate at frequencies that magnetize experiences, people, and circumstances aligned with who you are deep inside. This is not just poetic language or wishful thinking. It is grounded in the science of how your brain, heart, and nervous system interact to create your reality. Your subconscious mind, the party that runs in the background, filters every moment through beliefs and feelings that often operate unnoticed. It is this hidden program that sends signals to the universe, drawing back to you what matches your internal state. If you are filled with doubt, fear, or scarcity, your brain and body will consistently send out the same signals, and the world will answer accordingly, reflecting those vibrations back in ways that confirm your inner state. Understanding this invisible dance between your inner world and your outer reality is liberating because it hands you the power to rewrite the script. Your thoughts and feelings are not powerless. They are powerful creators of the life you live. Science shows that neurons in your brain fire in patterns that strengthen with repetition, making your beliefs feel automatic, almost impossible to change. But here's the breakthrough: your brain is also plastic. It can reshape itself. New thoughts, new feelings, practiced over time, can build new neural pathways. This means you are not stuck being who you are today. You can upgrade your mental and emotional hardware to attract what you truly want. This is why who you are matters more than what you want. Because the moment your inner state shifts, your external world begins to transform. Your energy is like a radio frequency broadcasting signals to the universe. People, opportunities, and situations attuned to your frequency respond like static clearing into clear sound. When your frequency is low, marked by self-doubt, fear, or resentment, you will feel stuck, unseen, and frustrated. But when you raise your frequency by cultivating confidence, gratitude, and resilience, your world expands. You begin to notice chances where before there were only obstacles. Relationships deepen and grow more meaningful. Doors open that once seemed locked tight. This is the magnetic law of attraction in action, not as a vague concept, but as a psychological and energetic truth. Every thought, Every emotion, every choice you make sends ripples through this invisible field, shaping what you draw toward yourself. The beautiful, empowering secret is this: you do not have to wait for a dramatic external change to begin shifting your frequency. Small shifts in your mindset, small acts of self-love, and moments of awareness can start to recalibrate your internal state. This process is both a science and an art, a daily practice that transforms you from the inside out. When you commit to understanding and mastering your invisible inner forces, you become the architect of your own reality. You no longer wait for life to hand you what you want. You become the person who naturally attracts it. The universe is listening, and it will reflect back whatever you truly are. So ask yourself again, who are you choosing to be right now? Because that choice is the seed from which everything you desire will grow. Desire alone will never be enough to change your life. Wanting something deeply, hoping for a brighter future, or wishing for success without transforming who you are beneath the surface only leads to frustration. This is because desire by itself is disconnected from the essential ingredient that makes attraction real: alignment. When your inner world, your beliefs, emotions, and identity does not match the life you want to live, you create a gap that no amount of wishing can close. The harder you chase what you want without becoming it, the more resistance you feel. This resistance breeds doubt, disappointment, and even despair. You may find yourself stuck, spinning in circles, wondering why your efforts don't bring the results you crave. The painful truth is that the universe responds not to your wishes, but to your energy. What you radiate at your core is what you magnetize back. If your energy is scattered, fearful, or uncertain, your reality will mirror that energy exactly. But this is not a condemnation. It is a call to radical empowerment. The moment you understand that attraction comes from being rather than wanting, you reclaim control over your life. This shifts your focus from chasing external outcomes to upgrading your internal state. Instead of asking, "How do I get what I want?" begin asking, "Who do I need to become to attract what I desire?" This simple question changes everything. It moves you from passivity into active creation. It turns desire from a source of frustration into a guide for transformation. When your identity, beliefs, and emotions align with the life you envision, your thoughts become focused, your actions purposeful, and your energy magnetic. You stop forcing outcomes and start embodying the future you want to live. This process requires courage, because it asks you to look honestly at who you are today. It demands you confront the beliefs that no longer serve you and the emotions that keep you trapped. It calls for a willingness to evolve beyond old habits, excuses, and limitations. This internal work is the foundation of true transformation. When you invest in upgrading yourself, your mindset, your emotional resilience, your habits, you build a fertile ground where your desires can take root and flourish. Your reality cannot help but shift when the soil within you changes. The gap between who you are and what you want begins to close naturally, and the frustration of unfulfilled desire fades away. This shift also rewires your brain and body. The energy of wanting often activates stress responses that narrow your focus and cloud your judgment. Alignment, on the other hand, cultivates calm confidence and clarity. This neurological shift unlocks creativity, opens doors, and attracts opportunities that were invisible before. When you embody the person capable of achieving your dreams, your whole being vibrates at a higher frequency. This vibration is what draws the right people, circumstances, and resources into your life effortlessly. You become a beacon that cannot be ignored. This is why the journey to upgrade yourself is not just an option. It is the only way to truly attract what you desire. Desire is a signal, but your identity is the magnet. Align your inner world, and the outer world will follow. When you stop chasing and start becoming, you step into a new reality where attraction is no longer a mystery but a natural consequence of who you are. This is the power waiting for you now. Will you choose to embrace it and become the person worthy of the life you crave? The choice is yours, and it starts this very moment. Now is the time to look within and honestly assess who you are right now. This is not about judgment or shame, but about clarity and courage. Every thought you think, every feeling you nurture, and every belief you hold shapes the vibration you send into the world. If you want to change what you attract, you must first recognize what you are currently broadcasting. Are your inner conversations filled with self-doubt or self-love? Do you carry anger, fear, or resentment, or do you hold gratitude, hope, and confidence? This honest self-inventory is essential because it reveals the starting point of your transformation. Without it, change becomes vague and directionless. You cannot improve what you don't understand. This moment of reflection is powerful. It shines a light on the unseen forces that influence your life and gives you the chance to take control. The mind is a powerful tool, but it is also prone to repeating old patterns. Often, we become prisoners of our own thoughts and emotions without realizing it. Limiting beliefs, those invisible rules that tell us we are not enough, not capable, or not deserving, anchor us in place. They form the foundation of the internal world that attracts limitation instead of expansion. These beliefs may have been planted early in life or forged through difficult experiences, but they no longer serve your growth. You must identify them with honesty and kindness. Recognize that these are not truths but stories you have been telling yourself. This realization itself is liberating because stories can be rewritten. You are not your past, you are the author of your future. Embracing self-awareness means learning to notice your thoughts and feelings without becoming them. This is the space where transformation begins. When you can observe your inner dialogue clearly, you create distance from it. That distance allows choice. Choice to challenge old beliefs, choice to change your emotional responses, and choice to create new mental habits. This practice rewires your brain, forming new pathways that support your higher vibration and aligned identity. The more consistently you cultivate this awareness, the stronger your ability to direct your energy becomes. Your subconscious mind, once a powerful force pulling you backward, becomes a partner in your growth, supporting and amplifying your new reality. This process requires patience and compassion. Change does not happen overnight, but every moment you spend cultivating self-awareness moves you closer to your upgraded self. The effort you put into understanding who you are now is the foundation for who you will become. When you commit to this internal work, you unlock the hidden potential within you. You begin to release the chains of limitation and step into the freedom of possibility. The person you want to attract is the person you are becoming in this very moment. This truth is your greatest ally on the path to transformation. As you become more aware of your inner state, you will naturally begin to see shifts in your outer world. Relationships improve, opportunities arise, and your sense of purpose deepens. These changes are not coincidences but reflections of your evolving vibration. Your world is a mirror showing you exactly who you are inside, so choose to look deeply. Choose to understand yourself with honesty and courage, because the clearer your self-awareness, the more powerfully you can upgrade yourself, and the more powerfully you will attract the life you desire. Limiting beliefs are the silent architects of your reality, quietly constructing walls that keep you confined within old patterns and unfulfilled potential. These beliefs act like invisible chains, tethering you to fears, doubts, and self-imposed boundaries. They tell you stories about who you are and what you deserve, stories that often go unchallenged but dictate your actions, feelings, and the results you attract. Identifying these beliefs requires courage, because it means confronting the truths you've long accepted as unchangeable. But recognizing them is the first step toward liberation. These beliefs are not facts. They are learned assumptions, echoes of past conditioning that no longer serve your highest good. When you see them clearly, you begin to weaken their hold and open the door to change. This process of releasing limiting beliefs is not about forcing yourself to think positively without authenticity. It's about questioning what you've been told about yourself and your possibilities, and allowing yourself to imagine a different story, one where you are capable, worthy, and deserving of all you desire. The mind is wired to seek consistency, so these old beliefs feel safe even when they hurt. But safety does not mean truth, and comfort does not mean growth. To grow, you must step into discomfort and challenge these mental patterns. Each time you do, you chip away at the walls that have kept you confined. You create space for new beliefs to take root, beliefs that empower, uplift, and expand your potential. Your emotions are powerful signals in this process. Pay attention to how you feel when certain thoughts arise. Feelings of anxiety, shame, or hopelessness often point directly to a limiting belief. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind. By tuning in and honoring these feelings without judgment, you gain insight into the beliefs beneath them. This emotional awareness allows you to interrupt automatic reactions and consciously choose a new narrative. It transforms the invisible battle within your mind into an opportunity for profound growth. Releasing limiting beliefs is an act of self-love and radical self-respect. It acknowledges that you deserve better than the stories that have held you back. It requires patience because these beliefs have been part of your inner landscape for years, sometimes decades. Change happens gradually, through consistent effort and compassionate persistence. Every time you question a limiting thought, Replace it with a truth that aligns with your highest vision. You reinforce new neural pathways. These pathways strengthen over time, transforming your identity and your energy. As you dismantle these mental barriers, you will notice shifts in your external world. Opportunities that once seemed impossible will begin to emerge. Relationships will deepen as you attract people who resonate with your new vibration. You will start to embody the person who naturally draws in what you desire. This transformation is not about chasing after a better life. It is about becoming a better version of yourself. The life you want is a reflection of this inner upgrade. When you free yourself from limiting beliefs, you free your future. Your mind becomes a powerful ally, not an obstacle. The power to change your reality lies in your willingness to release what no longer serves you and embrace the limitless possibilities of who you can become. Your thoughts hold more power than you realize. Each thought is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind, growing into the beliefs that shape your identity and the reality you experience. Negative or limiting thoughts, repeated often, become the roots of self-doubt, fear, and resistance. Positive and empowering thoughts, nurtured consistently, become the foundation of confidence, courage, and resilience. This is not mere optimism. It is the science of neuroplasticity at work. Your brain changes and adapts based on the patterns you reinforce. The challenge lies in consciously choosing which thoughts to feed and which to let go. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Where you focus it, energy flows. If you focus on scarcity, lack, or failure, your mind hardwires itself to attract more of the same. If you focus on growth, abundance, and possibility, your mind rewires itself to magnetize opportunities aligned with those energies. Becoming aware of your habitual thought patterns is essential. Many thoughts operate below your conscious awareness, cycling endlessly in the background. You may catch only fragments of these inner dialogues, but they influence your feelings, decisions, and actions profoundly. To upgrade yourself, you must bring these thoughts into the light of conscious awareness. Notice when your mind drifts to doubt, worry, or self-criticism. Pause and question these thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helping me move forward or holding me back? The simple act of questioning disrupts automatic patterns and creates space for choice. Choice is where your true power lies. Every time you choose a new thought, you reshape your mental landscape, opening doors to new possibilities. This mental shift is not about forcing positivity or ignoring challenges. It is about cultivating a mindset rooted in realistic hope and self-compassion. It means acknowledging difficulties without allowing them to define you. You become the observer of your thoughts, not their victim. This perspective shift strengthens your emotional resilience and clears the way for transformation. When you consistently practice this awareness, your brain begins to form new, empowering pathways. These pathways support your evolving identity, the person who believes in their worth, capability, and potential. Your energy follows your focus. When your thoughts align with your deepest values and goals, your energy vibrates at a frequency that attracts matching experiences. This is why mental clarity and focus are critical in the upgrade process. Scattered thoughts and conflicting beliefs create confusion and resistance, blocking the flow of abundance. Clear, purposeful thinking acts like a powerful magnet, drawing the right people, opportunities, and resources into your life. You become a beacon of possibility rather than a source of limitation. Taking control of your thoughts is not a one-time event but a daily practice. It requires commitment, patience, and kindness toward yourself. Every moment spent rewiring your mind is an investment in the future you desire. The internal upgrade of your thoughts leads directly to an external upgrade in your life. When your inner world shifts, your outer world cannot help but follow. This is the essence of attracting what you are, not what you want. Your mind is the gateway to that transformation. Choose your thoughts wisely, for they are the architects of your destiny. Your emotions are the language of your inner world, speaking truths that your mind alone cannot fully express. They are powerful signals that reveal the state of your energy and the beliefs that run beneath the surface. Emotions do not lie, they are the compass guiding you toward alignment or away from it. When you feel joy, peace, or gratitude, your vibration rises, making you a magnet for experiences that reflect these feelings. Conversely, when you feel fear, anger, or sadness, your energy lowers, attracting circumstances that reinforce those states. Understanding this emotional landscape is vital because it reveals the deep connection between what you feel and what you attract. Your emotions are not random reactions. They are powerful creators shaping your reality moment by moment. It is easy to dismiss emotions as fleeting or irrational, but doing so disconnects you from essential information about your inner condition. The first step in upgrading yourself is learning to feel fully and honestly. This means allowing yourself to experience emotions without judgment or resistance. When you accept your feelings as valid messages, you gain clarity about what needs to change within. Suppressing or ignoring emotions creates internal friction, confusion, and stagnation. It builds energetic blockages that prevent the natural flow of attraction. By contrast, embracing your emotional truth releases that tension and creates space for growth. When you honor what you feel, you also honor who you are at your core, laying the foundation for authentic transformation. Emotional mastery is not about controlling or eliminating feelings, but about choosing how you respond to them. It requires awareness, a mindful presence that observes emotions as they arise, rather than reacting impulsively or allowing them to dictate your actions. This presence creates a pause, a moment of power where you can decide whether to feed limiting feelings or to shift toward empowering ones. Over time, this practice rewires your emotional patterns, strengthening your ability to maintain a high vibration even in challenging circumstances. It is this emotional resilience that fuels your magnetic power and aligns you with the life you seek. Gratitude is a transformative emotion that elevates your energy and rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you cultivate genuine gratitude, you shift your perspective from scarcity to possibility. This shift increases your vibration and opens doors to opportunities that might have been invisible before. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment, reminding you that even amid struggle, there is something to appreciate. This grounded energy is fertile soil for attraction because it signals to the universe that you are ready to receive more. Allow yourself to cultivate positive emotions intentionally. Choose joy, hope, kindness, and love as your emotional anchors. These feelings create powerful signals that resonate with the frequency of your desires. The more consistently you embody these emotions, the more you upgrade your internal state, and the more your external world shifts to match. Remember, the emotions you cultivate today are the architects of your tomorrow. Your feelings are not just reactions, they are the foundation of your attraction. Master them, and you master the art of becoming the person who naturally draws in what they truly want. Your habits are the architecture of your life, silently building the foundation for everything you experience. Every action you take, repeated consistently, shapes your identity and the world you attract. Habits are the physical expression of your beliefs and emotions, the tangible proof of who you are beneath the surface. If you want to upgrade your reality, you must upgrade your habits. This means shifting from automatic, unconscious patterns to intentional, empowering routines that reflect the person you are becoming. Habits are not just behaviors, they are commitments to yourself that shape your energy and your future. Change begins with awareness of your current habits. Many routines operate below the level of conscious thought, driven by deep-seated beliefs and emotional triggers. This unconscious repetition keeps you locked in cycles that either limit or elevate you. When you pause to observe your habits without judgment, you gain insight into which ones serve your growth and which ones hold you back. This self-awareness is the doorway to transformation. It reveals the small daily actions that either reinforce old identities or build new ones aligned with your highest potential. The power of habits lies in their consistency. Small actions, repeated daily, compound over time into massive change. Upgrading your habits requires deliberate choice. You cannot rely on motivation alone because motivation fluctuates like the weather. Instead, you build systems and structures that support new behaviors regardless of how you feel in the moment. This is the difference between fleeting inspiration and lasting transformation. When your habits align with your goals and values, you create momentum that carries you forward even through challenges and setbacks. Each intentional habit becomes a building block, strengthening your identity and increasing your vibrational frequency. Over time, these habits transform your inner world and the reality you attract. The process of changing habits also requires patience and self-compassion. Breaking old patterns can feel uncomfortable because you are rewiring your brain and body. Resistance arises naturally as your nervous system adjusts to new ways of being. This discomfort is not a sign of failure but a sign of growth. When you treat yourself kindly through this process, you reinforce new habits instead of sabotaging them. Celebrate small wins and progress, no matter how incremental. Every positive habit you establish is a step closer to the upgraded self you desire. The journey is just as important as the destination because it builds the resilience and character needed for lasting change. Remember that habits influence not just what you do but who you become. When your daily actions align with the person you want to be, your identity strengthens. This alignment sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind, solidifying your new reality. Your environment will begin to reflect this shift as well, attracting people and opportunities that resonate with your upgraded vibration. The life you want is a natural outcome of the habits you cultivate today. Choose them wisely, commit fully, and watch as your inner transformation creates an unstoppable ripple effect in your world. Habits are the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Cross that bridge intentionally, and you step into the life you deserve. Your environment is a powerful mirror reflecting the state of your inner world. The people you surround yourself with, the spaces you inhabit, and the energy you allow into your life all shape who you become and what you attract. This influence often goes unnoticed, yet it profoundly impacts your mindset, habits, and emotional vibration. If you want to upgrade yourself, you must also upgrade your environment. Surrounding yourself with positivity, growth, and support creates fertile ground for transformation. The right environment acts like a catalyst, accelerating your progress and reinforcing your new identity. Toxic influences, whether people, places, or distractions, drain your energy and keep you tethered to old patterns. They pull you back into limiting beliefs and negative emotions, quietly undermining your efforts. Recognizing these harmful elements is a courageous act of self-respect. It is not about blame or judgment, but about protecting your energy and creating boundaries that support your evolution. This may mean distancing yourself from negative relationships, decluttering your physical space, or reducing exposure to draining media and habits. Every choice you make to protect your environment is a choice to protect your inner growth. Conversely, cultivating an environment that nurtures your best self is essential. Seek out people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you, those who believe in your potential and reflect the energy you want to embody. Create physical spaces that energize and calm you, places where you feel safe to dream, create, and grow. Fill your surroundings with reminders of your goals and values, symbols, affirmations, or objects that resonate deeply with your vision. This conscious shaping of your environment sends a clear message to your subconscious mind. You are committed to change, and you honor the journey you are on. Your environment also includes the mental space you occupy, the information you consume, the thoughts you nurture, and the stories you tell yourself all influence your vibration. Just as you curate your physical surroundings, curate your mental and emotional landscape. Choose ideas, beliefs, and narratives that expand your vision and fuel your courage. Reject those that limit or confine you. This mental environment shapes the quality of your energy and your ability to attract aligned opportunities. It is a daily practice to guard this space, much like tending a garden, removing weeds of doubt and planting seeds of possibility. Upgrading your environment is an act of self-love and empowerment. It acknowledges that your growth is sacred and worth protecting fiercely. It is a declaration that you refuse to settle for less than your highest potential. This process may feel uncomfortable or lonely at times, as old connections and comforts fade away. Yet this discomfort is a sign of transformation. The clearer, stronger, and more aligned your environment becomes, the more powerfully you will attract the life you desire. Remember, your surroundings are not just external conditions. They are an extension of who you are. Choose to shape them with intention, and you will create a reality that reflects the upgraded version of yourself you are becoming. Your self-talk is the invisible script running your life, silently shaping your identity and determining what you believe is possible. Every word you say to yourself, whether spoken or thought, carries immense weight. It molds your inner reality, and consequently the external reality you attract. If your inner dialogue is harsh, critical, or doubtful, it corrodes your confidence and restricts your potential. If it is kind, encouraging, and confident, it nurtures your growth and opens doors to new possibilities. Mastering your self-talk is one of the most potent ways to upgrade yourself because it directly influences your mindset, emotions, and actions. Too often, self-talk is automatic and negative, replaying old stories of limitation and failure. This pattern is like a broken record stuck on what's wrong with you, what you lack, or why you can't succeed. These recurring messages create a feedback loop that pulls your energy downward, reinforcing feelings of unworthiness and fear. To transform, you must become the conscious author of your inner dialogue. This means catching negative self-talk as it arises, and replacing it with empowering, truthful, and compassionate words. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing language that fuels your courage instead of depleting it. When you shift your self-talk, you reprogram your subconscious mind, the part that controls your beliefs and automatic responses. Your subconscious accepts whatever it hears repeatedly as truth, so what you say to yourself daily becomes your reality. This is the power behind affirmations and deliberate inner dialogue. Consistently feeding your mind with messages of strength, worth, and possibility rewires your neural pathways, creating new mental habits that support your growth. The brain's neuroplasticity means you can change your mental patterns no matter how long you've lived with limiting beliefs. The key is persistence and intention. Compassion and self-talk is equally crucial. Harsh criticism may momentarily push you to act, but ultimately drains your energy and damages your self-worth. Speaking to yourself with kindness and understanding builds resilience and encourages deeper transformation. When you forgive yourself for past mistakes and embrace your humanity, you free yourself from the chains of regret and self-sabotage. This emotional freedom allows your energy to rise and your confidence to flourish, making you naturally more magnetic to opportunities and growth. Your words to yourself set the tone for your entire day and shape how you respond to challenges. Positive self-talk does not eliminate obstacles, but it equips you with the mental strength to face them with clarity and resolve. It fuels persistence when motivation wanes and nurtures hope when doubt creeps in. Over time, this empowered inner dialogue reshapes your identity into one of courage, capability, and worthiness. As your self-talk upgrades, so does your ability to attract the life aligned with your true self. Your inner voice is the foundation of your transformation. Choose to speak to yourself with power, love, and unwavering belief. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world and interpret every experience. It shapes your reality more than any external circumstance ever could. A fixed mindset traps you in limiting beliefs, convincing you that your abilities, worth, and potential are static and unchangeable. It creates a prison of doubt, fear, and resignation. On the other hand, a growth mindset liberates you. It opens the door to possibility, learning, and transformation. It empowers you to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to evolve. Upgrading your mindset is not optional. It is essential if you want to attract what you truly deserve and become the person capable of receiving it. Every thought you hold about yourself and your life feeds your mindset. Negative, rigid thoughts shrink your sense of possibility and keep you stuck in familiar patterns. They tell you stories like, "I'm not good enough, I can't change," or "success is for others, not me." These beliefs create emotional and energetic blocks that repel progress and magnetize failure. Shifting your mindset requires conscious effort to recognize and dismantle these limiting stories. It demands an honest look at your inner dialogue and the courage to question what you have accepted as truth. This mental work is the foundation for profound transformation that radiates through every aspect of your being. Adopting a growth mindset means embracing uncertainty and imperfection. It means valuing effort and resilience over quick results. It encourages curiosity instead of judgment, learning instead of blaming. When you see setbacks as essential steps toward mastery, you reduce fear and increase persistence. This shift fuels your ability to face discomfort, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward no matter how difficult the path. It transforms fear into fuel and failure into feedback. With this mindset, your inner world aligns with the energy of growth, making you a magnet for experiences that challenge and elevate you. The power of mindset also lies in its influence over your emotional state. A growth mindset promotes hope, optimism, and courage, emotions that raise your vibrational frequency and attract aligned opportunities. These feelings create a positive feedback loop, reinforcing your new beliefs and behaviors. As you strengthen this mindset, your actions naturally follow suit. You start making choices that support your goals and values, building momentum that propels you toward the life you envision. This alignment of thought, feeling, and action is magnetic. It radiates authenticity and confidence, drawing people and opportunities that resonate with your upgraded self. Remember, your mindset is not fixed or predetermined. It is a dynamic, evolving part of who you are. With awareness and intention, you can shift your mental patterns and open yourself to new possibilities. This process requires patience and persistence, but the rewards are immense. A transformed mindset frees you from self-imposed limitations and rewires your brain for success. It invites a future where you are no longer defined by fear or past failures, but by growth, courage, and possibility. This is the mindset that attracts what you are, not just what you want. Embrace it fully and watch as your life transforms in response. Your emotions are the language of your subconscious mind, constantly broadcasting your inner state to the universe. They serve as a compass, guiding you toward experiences that match your vibration. When you are consumed by fear, anger, or doubt, you emit a frequency that attracts more of the same. Conversely, when you cultivate feelings of gratitude, love, and confidence, you naturally draw circumstances that reflect those emotions. Mastering your emotional state is crucial because it determines the quality of energy you send out and, ultimately, the reality you create. The power to attract what you truly desire lies in your ability to consciously manage your emotions and elevate your vibration. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are deeply wired responses that influence your thoughts, actions, and habits. Left unchecked, negative emotions can create destructive patterns, trapping you in cycles of self-sabotage and stagnation. The first step to emotional mastery is awareness, recognizing your feelings without judgment or suppression. This honest acknowledgement creates space for transformation. Instead of reacting impulsively or falling into old emotional habits, you can pause, observe, and choose a different response. This pause is the gateway to emotional intelligence and empowerment. Choosing your emotional response is not about ignoring pain or pretending to feel happy all the time. It's about consciously deciding which emotions serve your growth and which ones limit it. You have the power to shift your focus from what's missing, wrong, or scary to what is possible, healing, and abundant. This shift rewires your neural pathways and strengthens your emotional resilience. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to maintain an elevated emotional state, even in the face of adversity. This consistent emotional alignment is what magnetizes opportunities and relationships that resonate with your upgraded self. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional states you can cultivate. It rewires your brain to notice what is working, what you have, and what is coming. Gratitude floods your system with positive chemicals that boost your mood, clarity, and creativity. It shifts your energy from lack to abundance, activating the law of attraction in your favor. When gratitude becomes a daily habit, it changes your perspective and raises your frequency. You begin to attract more reasons to be grateful, creating a cycle of positivity and growth. This emotional state is a key that unlocks your potential and attracts the life you want. Your emotional mastery is the bridge between your inner transformation and outer reality. When you learn to control your emotions rather than be controlled by them, you reclaim your power. This power fuels courage, clarity, and consistent action, which are essential for upgrading yourself. Emotions are not obstacles to success. They are powerful allies when harnessed consciously. The more you elevate your emotional state, the stronger your magnetic pull becomes. This magnetic pull draws to you not just what you want, but what you truly are at your core. Master your emotions, and you master the art of attracting your upgraded life. Your habits are the invisible architecture of your life, quietly shaping your days, your mindset, and ultimately your destiny. Every small action repeated consistently forms the foundation of your identity. If your habits are rooted in fear, procrastination, or self-doubt, they reinforce the version of yourself that feels stuck and unfulfilled. But when your habits align with growth, discipline, and self-respect, they build an unstoppable momentum toward the life you desire. Upgrading your habits is not just about change. It's about transformation at the core, because you become what you repeatedly do. Change feels overwhelming because it demands breaking patterns that are deeply ingrained in your nervous system. The brain craves familiarity for survival, making old habits feel like safe havens, even if they limit you. This resistance is natural but not unbreakable. The key is to approach habit change with intention and patience. Small, deliberate shifts each day create a ripple effect that eventually transforms your identity. When you commit to daily actions that reflect your highest values, you are rewriting the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve. This new story becomes the blueprint for your attraction. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It is the daily commitment to show up for yourself, even when motivation wanes. Discipline does not require grand gestures, but consistent effort in the right direction. It's in the choices you make when no one is watching, the small sacrifices that compound over time. These acts of self-control build confidence, proving to yourself that you can trust your word and your power. This trust is magnetic. It aligns your inner world with your external goals and raises your energetic vibration, making your desires inevitable. Your habits also influence your emotional and mental state. Positive routines like mindful breathing, focused work, regular movement, and restful sleep nourish your brain and body, creating resilience against stress and negativity. These rituals anchor you in the present moment and foster clarity, creativity, and peace. When you prioritize habits that support your well-being, you naturally elevate your energy and mindset. This higher frequency opens doors to opportunities and relationships that resonate with your upgraded self. Breaking free from limiting habits means also eliminating triggers that pull you back into old patterns. This requires courage to set boundaries and redesign your environment to support your growth. It means replacing instant gratification with long-term vision. Every choice to say no to distraction, negativity, or comfort zones, is a declaration of your commitment to yourself. These choices accumulate, creating a powerful identity rooted in purpose and action. Your habits are not just behaviors, they are the language your subconscious mind understands. Speak to it with consistency and intention, and you will rewrite your reality. The journey to upgrade your habits is the journey to upgrade yourself. It is not a path of perfection, but of persistence, patience, and self-compassion. Each moment you choose growth over stagnation, you step closer to becoming the person who naturally attracts the life you desire. Your habits shape your energy, your identity, and your destiny. Choose them wisely, and watch as your world transforms to reflect the powerful, upgraded version of yourself you are becoming. Your environment is the silent force shaping your thoughts, emotions, and actions every single day. It influences what you focus on, how you feel, and the energy you carry. If your surroundings are cluttered with negativity, distractions, or toxic influences, they drain your energy and pull you back into old patterns. But when your environment supports your growth, it becomes a powerful ally in your transformation. Upgrading yourself means upgrading the space around you to reflect the person you are becoming. Your external world must mirror your inner evolution. Every detail in your environment sends signals to your brain. The people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, the physical spaces you inhabit, all contribute to the subconscious programming that drives your behavior. If your social circle doubts your dreams, you absorb that limitation, even if you consciously reject it. If your space is chaotic, your mind struggles to focus and find peace. To change your life, you must first curate an environment that fosters clarity, inspiration, and empowerment. This is not about perfection, but intentional design that aligns with your vision. Choosing who and what you allow into your life is an act of self-respect and courage. It requires honesty to recognize which relationships and influences hold you back. Letting go of toxicity, whether in people, habits, or information, is freeing and necessary for growth. This clearing creates space for new energy, ideas, and connections that resonate with your upgraded self. The company you keep becomes a reflection of your identity. When you surround yourself with those who challenge and uplift you, your mindset and habits rise accordingly, fueling a cycle of continuous growth. Physical space matters as much as social space. A clean, organized, and inspiring environment calms the nervous system and ignites motivation. It becomes a sanctuary that encourages focus, creativity, and rest. When your space reflects your goals and values, it reminds you daily of who you are becoming and what you are working toward. Small changes, decluttering, adding elements that inspire, creating routines around your space, build a foundation for success. Your environment, like your habits, speaks to your subconscious mind, reinforcing your identity and your potential. Technology and media consumption are often overlooked but powerful influences on your state of mind. Endless scrolling, negative news, and meaningless noise fragment your attention and drain your emotional energy. Curating what you consume, choosing content that educates, inspires, and elevates, shields your mind from distraction and negativity. This digital diet strengthens your focus and emotional resilience, giving you more bandwidth to invest in growth. The information you absorb shapes your beliefs and expectations, so be deliberate about what you let in. Upgrading your environment is not a passive change. It's a daily practice of awareness and choice. It requires discipline to protect your mental and emotional space fiercely. It means creating boundaries that honor your time, energy, and dreams. Your environment is a reflection of how much you value yourself and your transformation. When you elevate your surroundings to support your highest self, you build momentum that accelerates your journey. Your external world shifts to match the power and purpose you cultivate within. This alignment is magnetic, drawing the opportunities and people that belong in your upgraded life. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Every belief, every idea you entertain shapes the lens through which you view the world and yourself. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, you send a signal that keeps you trapped in a cycle of unfulfilled desires. But when you consciously choose thoughts of possibility, strength, and worthiness, you begin to construct a new inner world. This world becomes a powerful magnet, drawing experiences and people that align with the upgraded version of you. Mastering your mind is the ultimate act of creation. The quality of your thoughts is deeply tied to your self-image. When you think you are not enough, your actions reflect that belief and reinforce it. Your subconscious mind accepts whatever you feed it as truth, even if your conscious mind disagrees. This silent agreement creates a barrier between where you are and where you want to be. The only way to break free is to challenge and reprogram these limiting beliefs daily. This requires awareness and courage because it means confronting the negative narratives you've held for years. But it also means opening yourself to the possibility that you are capable of far more than you have imagined. Positive self-talk is not about blind optimism or denying reality. It's about speaking to yourself with respect, compassion, and belief in your potential. When you replace harsh criticism with encouragement, your brain rewires itself to expect success instead of failure. This shift alters your emotional state, boosts your confidence, and increases your resilience. It creates a mental environment where growth flourishes. The more consistent you are with this practice, the more automatic it becomes. You start living in alignment with the upgraded identity you are choosing to embody. Visualizing your goals with vivid clarity is another powerful tool to train your mind. When you imagine yourself living the life you desire in detail, how it feels, what it looks like, how you behave, you prime your brain to recognize opportunities and solutions that match that reality. Visualization activates the same neural pathways as actual experience, preparing your mind and body to take aligned action. This daily mental rehearsal builds momentum, fuels motivation, and strengthens belief. It turns abstract desires into tangible expectations. Your mind is a garden. What you choose to plant determines what grows. Neglect the weeds of negativity and cultivate the seeds of empowerment, gratitude, and possibility. Guard your mind vigilantly against doubt and fear because they are the most common thieves of progress. Feed it with empowering thoughts and focused intention. This mental discipline rewires your subconscious and aligns your vibration with the reality you want to create. When your thoughts rise, everything in your life rises with them. You are the master of your mind, and through this mastery, you unlock the power to attract your upgraded self and the life that comes with it. Your emotions are the compass guiding your inner world and shaping your outer reality. They carry information about what you believe and how you respond to life's challenges. When you let fear, anger, or doubt dominate your emotional landscape, you trap yourself in a cycle of limitation. But when you learn to understand, manage, and elevate your emotions, you unlock the power to choose your state and influence your reality. Emotional mastery is the gateway to transformation and attraction, because your feelings create energy that radiates into the world. It's easy to overlook how deeply emotions impact your daily choices and long-term outcomes. Emotional reactions are often automatic, rooted in past experiences and conditioned responses. Without awareness, you can remain a prisoner to negative emotions that distort your perception and drain your energy. This cycle reinforces the belief that you are powerless to change. But true power lies in recognizing your emotions without judgment, understanding their source, and choosing how you respond. This awareness creates space for conscious decision-making rather than reactive behavior. Elevating your emotional state is not about suppressing negative feelings, but about shifting your focus to emotions that empower you. Gratitude, hope, courage, and joy are states that raise your vibration and expand your capacity for action. When you cultivate these emotions regularly, you create a momentum that propels you forward even in the face of obstacles. This emotional momentum becomes a force that aligns your inner world with your highest aspirations, making your desires more attainable. The more you practice this shift, the more natural it becomes to operate from a place of strength rather than struggle. Your emotional environment also plays a crucial role. Surrounding yourself with positivity, inspiration, and support fuels emotional resilience. Engage in practices that nurture your mental and emotional health. Mindfulness, meditation, movement, or simply moments of stillness. These practices calm your nervous system, helping you respond to challenges with clarity instead of overwhelm. They build the emotional stamina necessary to maintain focus and persistence on your path. When your emotional foundation is strong, your energy becomes magnetic and your presence undeniable. Choosing your emotional state daily is a radical act of self-empowerment. It requires discipline to catch negative spirals and redirect your mind toward uplifting thoughts and feelings. This does not mean ignoring reality, but choosing to engage with it from a position of strength and possibility. When you consistently choose empowering emotions, you send a signal to your subconscious that you are ready for change. Your body, mind, and energy align with this message, attracting experiences that support your growth and transformation.